Tokyo has two airports, Narita Airport and Haneda Airport. Both are serving international flights. Often it is said that Haneda Airport is much better because it's closer to the Tokyo city center. Narita Airport is too far away, but not always like that actually. For example, if you are staying in the area called Ueno, you can take the limited express called Skyliner and you can go directly into the city center with reserved seat and with luggage space, while you have to take the commuter rail and transfer on the way if you use Haneda Airport. And actually the time takes is almost the same from Haneda or Narita. So if you are traveling during like a rush hour time, it might be actually easier to use Narita Airport. And same for the Tokyo station. There is more than 100 low-cost buses to Narita Airport every day, while there is only 6 buses a day directly going to Haneda Airport. So both Haneda Airport and Narita Airport has a pro and cons. So let me introduce you to both airports first. Haneda Airport was opened in 1931 as an international airport, and it's been serving as a domestic and international airport. But as the airplane travel getting more popular and more people use it, Haneda was out of capacity. So in 1978, Narita Airport opened in the suburb of Tokyo. And it wasn't an easy history. There was a lot of conflict between people pro for it and against it. There was always a little tension when you go to Narita Airport. I remember when I went to take my first flight going to California, and it was my first experience of the airplane and airport. I remember the Delta airline was still Northwest around that time. It was exciting because I didn't see many foreign travelers in Japan around that time, even in Tokyo. So like so many people I haven't seen, and it was interesting, but airport was really kind of a little tension atmosphere with, if you go by train, you have to show your passport at the passport control in the station, and if you go by bus, the policeman came onto the bus to check each passenger's passport. But now all of those restrictions is gone, and Narita Airport is also easy airport to use. So when Narita Airport opened, all international flights were moved from Haneda to Narita Airport, except Taiwan flight, which weren't allowed to fly to the same airport as China. So after that, it was like a fixed definition. Narita is international, Haneda is domestic. But then, around 2010, Haneda reopened as international airport. For many people in Tokyo, Haneda is more convenient. So Haneda keeps growing as an international airport too. And now, two airports are severely competing to get more flights and get more passengers. As of 2023's fiscal year in Japan, Haneda was used by 80 million passengers, while Narita was used by 30 million passengers. But Haneda is still big for domestic flights, so for international flights, Narita Airport is still much bigger. Haneda Airport is open for 24 hours, while Narita Airport closes at night. So two Japanese major carriers like Japan Airlines, ANA, and major international airline companies like American Airlines, United, Qantas, Singapore use both airports in Haneda and Narita, while some airlines use only Narita. Some airlines use only Haneda Airport. For example, British Airways is now using only Haneda Airport from London, and Delta Airlines also use Haneda Airport. On the other hand, like low-cost carriers and faraway country which is not big destination from Japan or resort route is often using Narita Airport. So in many cases, you might not have a choice, and you might have only one choice, like your flight to go to Haneda or Narita, but in some cases, there's a choices. For example, if you take American Airlines from Dallas, Texas, American Airlines flies to both airports. So let's check the AA.com for if there's any price difference. And if you search flight from the Dallas, Texas to Tokyo, when you search for both airports, you can type TYO, or you can check this search nearby airport too. In this case, 3 flights comes up. One is the code share with Japan Airlines, which means aircraft is Japan Airlines aircraft. And 2 others are American Airlines. One is going to Haneda Airport, one is going to Narita Airport. And this day, for economy class, the flight to Haneda is $240 more expensive. Then is it worth it to choose Haneda Airport for $245 more? Depends on the situation, but maybe not in my opinion. So let's see actually how much difference the distance is from Haneda and Narita Airport to Tokyo City Center. Narita Airport is very far away from city center. 60 kilometers, which is 37 miles. For example, if you compare with the other airport, which is set a little far away from the city, like Washington Dallas. From Washington DC, it's 42 kilometers, 26 miles. London Heathrow is 23 kilometers, 14 miles. So comparing with that, Narita Airport 60 kilometers, 37 miles away from cities, you can see it's very far. On the other hand, Haneda Airport is only 18 kilometers, 11 miles away from Tokyo city center. So it's much closer. In case you go to the Shibuya or Shinjuku area, you can arrive in 30 to 40 minutes, while it takes 90 minutes from Narita Airport. And cost is less than half too. But there are some places like Ueno or Asakusa that can be either same or almost same. There's a limited express called Skyliner from Narita Airport to Keisei Ueno Station. That is taking about 45 minutes from Narita Airport, and you arrive with reserved seat and with luggage space. And it costs 2,500 yen. Haneda Airport is only 700 yen, which is less than one third. So definitely Haneda is much more reasonable to get to Ueno. But at the same time, for comfort wise, Narita Airport is very strong. So this situation is going to change in about 5-6 years, but for now, this is the situation, and I'll talk about it a little more later. Even to Tokyo Station, there's a Narita Express running every 30 minutes or so, and also there's a more than 100 direct bus going to Tokyo Station from Narita Airport, which is low-cost bus and 1,500 yen right now. And on the other hand, Haneda Airport has only 6 direct bus to Tokyo Station a day. So mostly you have to take either taxi or take different trains. Again, this situation is going to change in 5 to 6 years, but so right now, it is not necessarily said Haneda Airport is the best and much better. The most expensive cases using taxi, like regular taxi without any reservation, is can be $100 to $150 difference to Tokyo City Center, but still it doesn't reach $280. So if I'm asked if you should pay $280 extra, I'm not sure about it. If you are cost-conscious travelers, probably pay $280 less for Narita will be the better choice. So in case you do the layover on the way to other countries, maybe the distance to the city center doesn't matter. What the matter is the facility of each airport. And there's a difference here too. Narita Airport is made for international, so it is big and prepared. While Haneda Airport was made more kind of limited space and mostly made for people coming to Tokyo more than made for the layover. But both are serving as a hub of the connecting flight. Both airport has lots of restaurants and shops before the departure gate, and you can enjoy shopping or eating. After leaving the immigration, which is outside of the Japan's borders, there's a lot more things to do in Narita, while there aren't much in Haneda Airport. So Haneda Airport is getting better. Recently there's a convenience stores, and in case you are in the airport for a long time, Narita might have a little more facility. In case you use the airline lounge, Haneda only has 4 airline lounges. 2 Japanese airline lounges, Japan Airlines Enway, and also Delta and Cathay Pacific. So Narita Airport might be a little more comfortable in case you transfer at the airport. However, if you're looking for staying one night in the hotel near the airport, the situation changes again. Haneda Airport has 3 hotels directly connected to the terminal, which means you can walk to the hotel after your arrival. So you don't have to take any shuttle or trains. And so Terminal 3, which is a major international airport terminal, has 2 hotels, Villa Fontaine and Royal Park. And Terminal 2 has a Excel Tokyo Hotel. And one more capsule hotel too. On the other hand, Narita Airport there's only one capsule hotel called 9 Hours. Narita Airport has a lot of hotels if you take the shuttle bus. So in case looking for the hotel near the airport, Haneda Airport is much easier. So before going to Narita was very difficult for me because I was always grew up in the west side of Tokyo and kind of the other side of Narita Airport, and I live in the west side too right now. But Recently, I started to go to Narita for a day trip and maybe see different things. Getting to know the area, it's actually a nice area with lots of farms and temples. So once I get to know the area, I feel much more comfortable to visit Narita area, and I don't mind going either airport. In both cases, going to airport is fun. Right now, both Haneda Airport and Narita Airport has a major improvement plan. And for Narita Airport, eventually it's considering making new terminal and getting rid of Terminal 1 and 2 and make everything in one big terminal. Also getting rid of the current 2 stations of trains and make it to just one under the new terminal. This is going to be a long time later. But for Haneda Airport, JR line is making a line directly going to Haneda Airport from Tokyo Station. And this one is scheduled to open in 2031, and it's going to be only 18 minutes direct from Tokyo Station to Haneda Airport by JR. So it's going to be much easier to go across Tokyo. And this train line of JR is also going to the Shinjuku Shibuya side and also Tokyo Bay side where there is a Tokyo Disneyland. So access from Haneda Airport to different parts of Tokyo will change dramatically by 2031. So in case you have a choice, you might be able to consider which is better. Depends on where you stay in Tokyo and which kind of travel style you prefer. Now, for example, if you stay in Ueno and if you have lots of luggage or you're traveling with small children, you might be actually be able to use Narita Airport, and coming to the Ueno is much easier with reserved seat. Thank you for watching. Have a great trip to Japan. Have a great week until the next video.